Well, I bought myself an early Christmas present. Can you guess what it is? So in this video, I'm going to open up this present to myself, something I bought actually a while ago now that I thought would make a great Christmas opening. I'm doing this effectively live. I've got the cameras running, I've got the mic on. It's during the day, so there might be some external noise, but let's open it up and let's see what we've got. Now it's quite heavy. Okay. Hopefully you can see that on camera okay. Let's take the wrapping paper out. Now this is a rather cute, if somewhat bashed, box of, well, let's open up and see. I'm sure you can guess what's in here. There we are, a nice little stash of 78s, and at some point, you can probably see from the lid, at some point it was £18. I did buy this, this I did pay for. I didn't pay £18 for it. I rather like the case, even though it's in pretty poor condition. Seems to be plywood, but it needs completely recovering, and the metalwork needs completely sorting out on it too. But I thought it was worth it, and there's a fair few records in there too. I don't know how many, but it could be like 40-50. So I'm not proposing to go through every one in detail, but I'm going to sort of get them out, maybe push that over there, and have a quick look and see if there's anything particularly interesting or special. Okay, so I had a few issues with reflections and stuff, so I've changed the lighting around and I'm going to have another go. So I have looked at these first few records a few times, but let's have a look at them on camera now. So this one is Moonlight Serenade. This is quite a famous one, Glenn Miller and his orchestra, and American Patrol. So I've probably got 2 or 3 copies of this one already. This one here, this is The Big Noise from Winnetka, Bob Haggart, and a few other names. Ray somebody or other on drums. Don't recognise that one. Honky Tonk Train Blues, that's a foxtrot. Bob Crosby and his orchestra. That sounds quite promising. This one's a parlophone. Temple Block Swing, which is a slow foxtrot. And Musical Rag, which is a quick step. That's Joe Daniels and his Hot Shots. This one here, this is a sepia series. I've never heard of a sepia series before. That's number 12, Double Crossing Papa. And number 11, I'm Tired of Fattening Frogs and Snakes. This is Rosetta Crawford. Can't say I'm familiar with her. This one, slightly older, His Master's Voice, because it's got a nice coloured label. The Man I Love, Foxtrot. This is Benny Goodman's Quartet. And this is Avalon Foxtrot as well. This is a Brunswick. Mood, Indigo, Foxtrot, Duke Ellington and his famous orchestra. Sounds familiar. It's probably a very good record. may have a copy. And Running Wild, also Duke Ellington, on the other side. Now this is a broken parlophone, so we'll put that to one side. It's kind of surprising that more of these aren't broken, as there's no real protection. So I'm still seeing quite a lot of reflections in the background here, but hopefully the labels are coming out fairly clear. This is Riding the Subways, Teddy Powell and his orchestra. And this is Jamaica Jam, also Teddy Powell. Now, if there's any that you think are particularly worthy, then do shout them out in the comments. Let me know. This is Alexander's Ragtime Band, Foxtrot, Joe Daniels and his Hot Shots. That's from Drumsticks. I'm sure there was another record that said much the same. And I Can't Give You Anything But Love, also Joe Daniels, I think probably more famously performed by Fats Waller. It's likely to be that track. Another parlophone. Now these are all fairly late looking records. The Japanese Sandman, Slow Foxtrot, that's Joe Daniels again. And Drummer Goes to Town, also that's a Foxtrot, Joe Daniels and his Hot Shots again. Yet another parlophone. This is Beale Street Blues, Foxtrot, another Joe Daniels one. Obviously very popular with whoever put this collection together. And Cuban Pete, which is a rumba apparently. This is, imagine my surprise, this is a Fats Waller actually. And on the other side, Your Socks Don't Match. Now that might be one I already have. It does sound familiar. I certainly am familiar with the tracks. This one, Swing Music 1937 series, Lionel Hampton and his orchestra, Rhythm Rhythm Foxtrot. On the other side, China Stomp. And the first of the sort of dividers, I say dividers, I'm not sure they actually come out. It's weird. Well, let's proceed anyway. So this is Harlem Holiday number 1. There's a whole lot of stuff on there. I do recognise The Man from the South, which I think I may have a version of, if it's the same, if it's what I'm thinking of. And on this side, Harlem Holiday number 2. Let's see if I can get a better picture of that. Yeah, lots of things on there. This is quite a late looking Brunswick. Moonglow, theme from Picnic. Morris Stoloff conducting the Columbia Pictures Orchestra. Theme from Picnic. Not a film I'm familiar with. So this one here, Rug Cutters Swing, Glenn Miller and his orchestra. Not familiar with that track. And Pennsylvania 65000 I think I am familiar with, although I don't think I've got a copy. I have to go and check that. This nice H&V, Swing Music 1941 series, Junior Hop, Johnny Hodges and his orchestra. And on the other side, Daydream, also by Johnny Hodges and his orchestra. Now, I have noticed some of them have a sort of sticker over the dog, over Nip of the dog, and the gramophone. I've no idea why. If anybody does know why somebody would do that, do let me know. Thank you. Now, if you've been enjoying this video, then please do give it a like. Thanks. Now, this is a rather different looking parlophone. I think slightly older. Can't We Be Friends? John Kirby and his orchestra. Actually, it says 1941 Super Rhythm Style Series, so maybe not as early as I thought. And that's Milumbu, which I don't recognise at all. And interestingly enough, it also has this sticker on here. I mean, maybe it's to indicate which side is which by touch. So maybe in a darkened room or a dim room, you can see which one is which by feeling the label. I don't know. Seems to be rather more dividers down here. Okay, next one. This Columbia. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's a foxtrot. Ray Noble and his orchestra. And that's Comanche War Dance. Looks like it's from a film. Another parlophone. This is 1946 Super Rhythm Style Series. Rachel Stream, Benny Goodman's Sextet. And She's Funny That Way. Also Benny Goodman. I wonder how practical this case was in actual use. So, what's this one? This is Muskrat Ramble, Mounds City Blue Blowers, never heard of them, and High Society. Yeah, that could be worth a listen to. This one is Jealous of Me Foxtrot. This is Fats Waller and his rhythm. And The Joint is Jumping, also Foxtrot by Fats Waller. Certainly know this one. I think I know the other one as well. This is Bounce Me Brother with a Solid 4, Foxtrot, Woody Herman and his orchestra. And on the other side is Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Woody Herman and his orchestra, vocal chorus, Woody Herman. Yeah. I think that might be one more famously done by the Andrews Sisters. Now this is called a something bop Foxtrot, Lionel Hampton and his quartet. And on the other side, Hamp's Salty Blues, also Lionel Hampton. This is Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, Glenn Miller and his orchestra. And The Story of a Starry Night, also Glenn Miller. Eat IP, Want a Piece of Pie, Fat Swallow. I don't think I know that one. And that's Fat Swallow's original E flat blues. Again, I don't think I know that one. So this is You're Driving Me Crazy, Bob Crosby's Bobcats. And Coquette, I think that is. Still quite a few left in there. Getting quite difficult to get out. Joey Lita Rosa, by the looks of it. And Idle Gossip, also Lita Rosa. All of Me, Benny Goodman and his orchestra. And The Very Thought of You, Benny Goodman and his orchestra. I think that's quite famously done by Al Bowley, if I remember correctly. In fact, just before we move to the next one, it does say vocal refrain. So I don't know if that is the Al Bowley version or not. I'll have to check. Next one is another Fat Swallow, actually. Romance a la Mode. I don't know that one. And Up Jumped You with Love. And I don't think I know that one too. Which is a little bit odd because I do have a lot of Fat Swallow on CD. And even on vinyl. Maybe I do know them. Maybe I just am not familiar with the titles. Shorting Bread. I certainly recognise the title. I can't quite think how it goes. My Very Good Friend the Milkman. I think I probably got this record actually. I certainly know that track. That's Fat Swallow. Now this one here, Gordon Jenkins and his orchestra, My Foolish Heart. It's a very shiny label. And that is Don't Do Something to Someone Else, I think by the same people. Decca, I Wanna Wrap You Up, Bob Crosby and his orchestra. Vocal chorus by Teddy Grace apparently. And on this side, between 18th and 19th on Chestnut Street, Foxtrot. Same people, I think. Different vocalists by the looks of it. Next one is Charlie the Chulo, Barney Bigard and his orchestra. Don't know that one. A Lull at Dawn. Same people. This is Dogging Around, Foxtrot, Count Basie and his orchestra. Probably very famous. And Blue and Sentimental, also Count Basie and his orchestra. This is quite a late His Master's Voice. Sometimes Danny and the Juniors. And At the Hop, Danny and the Juniors. It looks kind of 1950s. In fact, it's got a pop catalogue number, which I'm pretty sure means it's pretty late. In fact, it's even got a date on it, I think. Let me have a quick look. Oh yes, 1957, this one. And this one, Brunswick, we're going to rock around the clock. Oh, we're going to rock around the clock. Bill Haley in his comments, very famous record. And 13 Women, which presumably is the B-side. I didn't know that. Yeah, may have a copy. I don't really collect 50s rock, even though that is a good one. I think at the very bottom, actually, there is a sort of yeah, it's a divider with let me put that under the camera there. Winnell gramophone portable record cases. So this is actually the I suppose a handwritten index, which probably has everything on it, or at least what was on it at one point or other. Maybe let's get a shot in the other camera so you can see. Oh, and on the other side as well, actually. So there we go. Worth picking up or not? What do you think? And anything worth listening to? So if you've enjoyed this video, then you might like this one too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.